Hi guys, long time no see. How's everyone doing? So, oh my god, it's been crazy. It's been crazy busy, but we have to squeeze in this video. Alright, so this is just gonna be a quick storytelling, but I have a lot of other amazing videos I'm working on it, that will be coming up very soon. Anyways, let's start from the beginning. Hi everyone, it is Ball TV. If it's your first time here, welcome and hope to see you again. All right, so today I'm just gonna give you guys a story. Oh my god, I don't know where to start. This story is crazy, but I need to start somewhere. Oh my god. Okay. All right, so this happened to a neighbor that I knew about. So they were married, husband and wife. Obviously, they were married officially. They have 2 kids, and then the wife basically was the one in charge of everything. The wife was the one taking care of bills and all that stuff. Okay, so they lived overseas. They lived overseas, and I think the wife was from Europe. The husband is from, was it Bangladesh? So, and the husband is one of those Bangladesh people, like they have all kind of races, but he was dark basically. If you don't notice his hair, he basically looks like a black guy, right? So anywho, so they lived in Europe and all that stuff, but for some reason the guy did not tell his parents that he's married, right? He will still visit home, and anytime the girl want to visit to go see his family, he will give all kind of excuses, right? And the lady wanted them to have children, but the guy wasn't into it. The guy is like, no, you don't worry, we will plan better, I still need to make more money, blah blah blah. But the girl really supported him, started businesses and all that. So they were doing amazingly well. So he even went back to Bangladesh and built a huge mansion and all that stuff. And being parents, and his family noticed that, you are now doing really financially well, you should marry. And he didn't say no. He did not even tell them that he has a wife in Europe. He told them that, yeah, sure, that's no problem, all that. And apparently his friends were basically convincing him not to have any children with the European lady. He need to have a child with someone from his country and all that stuff, which is the craziest thing. So anywho, he allowed to get married to a girl from Bangladesh, and of course they tried to have children. Nothing was coming, no child is coming. And every now and then he will just tell his wife in Europe, yeah, I'm just gonna visit back home and all that stuff. So then he decided that they should start another branch of their business in Bulgaria. Is it Bulgaria or Turkey? So they started a branch of the business in Bulgaria. I think either Bulgaria or Turkey. So anyhow, no, I think it's Bulgaria. So they started another business of Bulgaria, the branch of the business. The business was also booming. So now this guy has a wife from his country in Bangladesh. He's trying to have children. Nothing is happening. While he's at this Bulgaria with the new business that he started, he found a girl from his country there. The girl is from Bangladesh, or just a student. I think they continued to date until the girl graduated, married the girl, and tried to have children with this girl. Nothing is happening. And then they started another branch of the business in Poland. I think it's Poland. He also linked up. I think another girl there was mixed with Bangladesh and India, half Bangladesh, half India. Married a girl, trying to have children. Nothing is happening. And then all of a sudden the wife in Europe found out that he's been sneaky, marrying all these girls, and he's trying to have a child and nothing is happening. And then the wife one day sat him down. It's like, you know what? I know all you're trying to do, but let me tell you something. For as far as the fact that I'm the one that supported you, you came to this country with nothing. I picked you from the gutters, cleaned you up, has started a business, very successful business at that. We now have 3 branches in 2 different countries, and you still want to be, you think you can just marry around because you want to have children. So the wife asked him, why don't you want me, your first wife, or the real wife, to have children with you? He's like, oh, because his parents in Bangladesh cannot agree to it. Then she was like, you know what, for as much as I'm concerned, don't have any children with me, you won't have any child with someone else. It's not gonna happen. And the guy thought that she's joking. She tried, in fact, marrying girls from one country to another, one country to another. Nothing happened. No child came. And the girl said, you know what, if you want to have children, you have to make sure this marriage. And the girl also told him, and by the way, I'm not going to divorce you. For it doesn't matter everything you did, I'm not going to divorce you. Until you make this marriage official, your family to accept me, you'll not get any child. The guy was so upset, started all kind of drama for them to divorce. It's like, okay, if you want us to divorce, we'll divorce, of course, and I know you're going to get part of my wealth, but just know, you will not have any child because I'm the one that picked you from nothing. For you to become something and you think you can just dump me and then go and marry anyhow and have children elsewhere, is not going to happen. So they divorced. And the woman, the girl from Europe, got married to someone else, and she ended up having quadruplets, like 2 boys, 2 girls. Okay? And then, long story short, I think the guy, the husband, ended up in I think some tragic car accident, and he didn't make it. So now this girl ended up being a single mom. And then this guy finds out, the guy from his ex from Bangladesh, oh, he wants to come back, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, you cannot come back. I'm someone's wife. Even though he passed on, we are not really divorced. So unfortunately, continue marrying from one wife to another, one wife to another, it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, you will never have any child. That is my punishment for you for treating me anyhow. The guy was like, oh my God. So the guy finally one day, he was so stressed now. He went to his family in Bangladesh. And then they were telling him, like, what is going on? You keep marrying all these girls. You cannot have any children. What is going on? And then he decided, he broke down, and he decided to tell his family the truth. He's like, the truth is, I think it's a curse. And then they were like, what do you mean it's a curse? So she told him that when he first got into Europe, he didn't have any job. He was homeless. He didn't have anything. And one European girl helped him. He had nothing. Helped him, get a job. They were able to start businesses together. They got married. The businesses are doing very well. They started a branch in Bulgaria and Poland. But because he wanted to marry someone from Bangladesh, that's why he's been marrying around. But the girl told him, for as much as she's alive, he will never have any children unless, the children are with her. And then the family told him, so why didn't you tell us that you married a European girl? She's like, well, I didn't tell you guys because I thought you guys wanted me to marry a girl from Bangladesh. And the parents is like, nonsense. We didn't say anything like that. We understand that you live overseas. You might see someone else. We have no issue with that. What you need to do, the mom said that take me with you. We'll go and beg that girl. That is your wife. You need to take her back. And then, of course, the mom had to go with him back to Europe to go and beg that girl. Right? So his mom has to, you know, travel with him to Europe to go and meet this European girl. And then of course they apologize to her, and the girl said okay. And then the mom asked, so is my son free to have any wife? She's like, no, he cannot have any wife. If he wants to have children, it has to be me, because I'm the one that built him from nothing. And then the mom is like, no problem, he never told us that he had married a European girl, and we have no issue with you. You are more than welcome to the family. And then he told the mom, by the way, because when we broke up and we divorced, I married someone else and I have children with that person. The mom is like, no problem, that will be, because the husband is not here, that's no problem, he will bring up your children as his own. So anyhow, so this time they all had to travel to Bangladesh and had this huge wedding to this remarry this ex. And then I think they had a son first, and then after the son they had 2 girls, twins. And then I think the last time I think they had 1 last child, and that was the last born. So basically they have a total of 8 children. So anyhow, so yeah, so it's been crazy, you know. It's been crazy sometimes, you know, like when people live overseas, they think their parents back home are still close-minded, but apparently that's not the case, because as people here grow and try to understand life differently, people back home also grow and they start to have a way of being open-minded to things that obviously back in the day they will not really be open to it. Okay, so anywho guys, that is it for now, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.